Good afternoon, VC. I'm going at it for another kind of video, or a different kind of video once again. I'll continue with the new Vinyl My Life and the classic indie rock, and what else do I have? Original pressings under $30, ABCs of Psych, a little bit more of that. This one, I'm doing 5 new records I'm excited about, and 5 upgrades. I'm always looking to upgrade records that I have, whether it's reissues or original pressings to original pressings or cleaner originals. Anyways, this is partly inspired by the Rev Rockin Rollin, who's one of my favorite channels, one of my favorite people in the VC. What a mensch, as they say. Really a sweet dude, and happy to exchange messages and call him a friend. So the new stuff is somewhat inspired by him, focusing on a few records that are brand new. We're listening to an artist previously unknown to me, although I did see her name featured as a vocalist on the last Beach House record. Her name is Wheatie Mattiasich, I think it is. This is her debut record, recorded in 2020 and 2021, and I've just been loving this. We're listening to it now. Second time hearing it. I streamed it, grabbed it, and listened to it at home. Pretty good, intense listen, and loved it. And it's called Old Glow. And she's from Baltimore. It's on the Open Mouth label. A label I've vaguely been familiar with, but it says recorded at home in Baltimore 2020 and 2021. It features her doing, and she's got a partner on this, Steven Santillan, co-written with him. They're both doing guitar and then I believe auto harp. It's like distorted auto harp, I think it is. And something else. But it's all of this sort of like distant ballad. It feels very intimate. I like this sort of haunted stuff, a little bit in the grouper style. And it's a pretty gorgeous record, a really lovely sleeve. We're listening to it now. It said this is a repress, which I can't find any earlier pressing, but I think it might have been come out as a tape. But this is our very first release. You can get this on Bandcamp. So let's listen to this. This is going to be probably one of my favorite records of the year. Really enjoying the whole mood and ambiance of this. You know, this type of thing. It reminds me of Cindy Lee. This sort of haunted vocal, very pastoral, distant stuff. You know, sort of, yeah, fills the room nicely. So that's what we're going to listen to. Here's another one I was not aware of this artist. Let's see, where is this one from again? Anyway, let's just talk about it. It's on the Constellation Tatsu label. Xylouris S. Sarid. Believe French, perhaps, but this is music for tomato plants. Now, obviously, you're going to think of Mort Garson's Plantasia, which I don't hate it or anything. I never connected with me. This connects with me, and this feels even more subtle, more minimal. Definitely in that Japanese ambient style that is sort of in vogue, I suppose. But just come out. I believe this was a tape as well. This is on, yeah, I think, yeah, that's right. Red vinyl, why not? Gorgeous sleeve. This is good sort of like working music or thinking music, the stuff that I can sort of either actively listen to or actively not, which I like. I like stuff to sort of, sometimes I don't want to be disturbed by music. I want to just sort of be a soundtrack or a background, or sort of put me in a right setting. I don't need to be sort of actively engaged with everything happening all the time. And it's a pretty short record, but super lovely. Constellation Tatsu, another label that I'm somewhat familiar with, but can't remember anything else on the label. Very cool sleeve. super excited about this. And this next one is a similar one, similar style, I'd say. A lot of strings on this next one, but this was called, or this is called, Sun Arcs by Blue Lake. Blue Lake is the artist, and it's one man, Jason Dungan, who is in Copenhagen, a Copenhagen-based artist, but is American, I believe, out of, if I remember correctly, Texas. This is a gorgeous, when you talk about beautifully recorded records, I mean, all of these you could say that. This one kind of set me back. Now, if you like the Ernest Hood records, Neighborhoods, or the archival one, Back to the Woodlands, this is your guy, Jason Dungan, aka Blue Lake. I always get it wrong. I always think the name of the artist is Sun Arcs, but it's Blue Lake. A few records out. Now, I found about this out from Pitchfork, old Pitchfork Media, the sort of online place that used to break bands, and that has now become, I mean, it's still influential, but they're really focused on pop music. Well, they're focused on a lot of music, to be fair. Like, I don't think anyone else was talking about this, but one of their writers decided to, and I never get influenced by the records they pick anymore. A lot of the stuff they champion with the best new music, I check out, and it just doesn't do anything for me. Like I said, they're really focused on this new pop movement, sort of the new, artists doing blue-eyed soul in some ways. Like, yeah, that's a whole nother topic we can talk about, or don't have to talk about. But this one, this is the kind of stuff I need. The kind of ambient music, with strings, heavy delays, orchestration, but sort of solo orchestration. Mastered by Stefan Mathieu at Schwinberg Mastering in Bonn, Germany. Vinyl cut by Andreas Kofelt in Berlin as well. I got this from, it's a UK label, Tonal Union. I ordered this from Bandcamp. I don't know if it has distribution yet, but what a beautiful sleeve too. Nice, lovely insert. You can see the sort of zither that's on this. Does it give it? I wanted to mention the names of the different instruments that are on this. Yeah, 48 string zither, acoustic guitar, keyboard, pump organ, cello, clarinet, alto recorder, drums and small percussion, and some Roland 606 drum sheet. A stunning record. I think we should play it now. Actually, I'm going to put it on as we finish up this video, so you can get an idea. Again, yeah, what we were hearing was Old Glow by Wheatie Mattiasich, Mattiasich, I think it is. And now it's this Blue Lake with the Sun Arcs record. Yeah, a Fahey. If it's got Fahey influence, I'm going to be interested. So we're going to hear that for a while. This next one has been talked about a few of you. Dave the VC Ambassador, into it. Steve Carlson, into it. The person that got my tasers onto it was Sam the Vinyl Douche. We're talking about Facts. Probably, yeah, for sure, the noise rock record of the year. Easy. Still Life and Decay. On, what label was it on again? Troubled Mind. This is a band, speaking of Cranky in my last video, used to be known as Disappears, a Cranky band, but I believe they just changed, here's the original sticker, I believe they just changed their name, and it's the same people, same dudes, but this is like the third Facts record. The other ones, I think I streamed one of the other ones a long time ago. I get emails from radio promotion, for my radio show, doing radio, I get emails from a few different promoters. I'm almost positive I streamed an earlier one. I didn't register. This one, killer. When You Say is just got the best backbeat. This is a red vinyl as well. This has just got massiveness to it, heaviness to it. The kind of heaviness I like, sort of out there, experimental, less guitar, more throbbing. I like a throb. recorded April 2022 at Electrical Audio, but not by the Albini Stir. Not by Mr. Albini. Master by Matthew Barnhart. The band, Noel Leager, drums, Brian Case, guitar and vocals, Aliana Kalaba, bass and vocals. Fantastic. Still Left in Decay by Fax, F-A-C-S. Excited about this one. The last record that is new that I am excited about. Artist who's done a bunch of stuff. Xylouris White, the Greek multi-instrumentalist, right? Am I saying this to myself? But with Jim White, drummer Jim White, of course, of Dirty Three. He's played with everybody, big Drag City mainstay, and this is on Drag City. I can't recommend this one enough. If you like Fugazi, by the way, Guy Picciotto is the producer of this record and engineer. I believe he does some of the instruments on this as well. Guy. This is on Drag City. Label you can trust. This Xylouris White is supposed to come to Ithaca. More on that to come. But is going to make it stop in Ithaca, which I'm excited about. But this is called The Forest in Me. Yeah, coming from the Greek folk music tradition, but bringing in minimalism, yeah, acoustic Americana sounds. Maybe that's the theme of this video again. But Jim White, just one of the greatest modern percussionists to me, and certain enigmatic character, is the main collaborator on this. Cover photos by Xylouris White, Greek artist. There's a few other ones that I didn't quite feel the need to get. This one just stopped me in my tracks and was being played at Angry Mom a few weeks back. This just came out, or June or July came out on Drag City. Last one, well, I said 5 new ones. I'm just going to throw this out there because speaking about the Rev earlier, he posted this record, Water Damage, and he was right. Everyone should track this down on the 12XU label, which is, I guess, Gerard Kozloy's label, and I'm assuming a tribute to the Wire song. But I did not know about this band really at all. If I'd heard of them, I forgot about it. Yeah, each side. One side is fuck this, fuck that. And as Rev said, I'll link to Rev's video. It's two sides of repetitive heaviness. Thor Harris from the Swans is, I don't know if that's the main person, but you have Greg and Jeff Piwanka. Yeah, Rev mentioned it as sort of a supergroup, but I gotta look up the other members. I only just got this because Rev just recommended it, and it's great. Dave, you'll like this. This is great stuff. Great recommendation by the man, Rev. So I'm gonna dig into this some more. I streamed this at work right away and ordered it. I just got it, so Water Damage. Yeah, Lacquer Cup I call Saf at Saf Mastering. You know that's good. So those are my new records I'm excited about, and the 5 upgrades. Listening to Blue Lake. Roberto Muschi, Giovanni Venosta. I've talked about this one. I just got the reissue, and then not long ago the original came up for sale. This has been on my 2023 list of targets. I was going to show it in the next update to that, but it's an upgrade since I had the reissue. I love Roberto Muschi. Composer, Italian composer, working with Found Sound, field recordings. ambient music. And Giovanni Venosta, another Italian artist. This is from 1987 on the recommended, the recommended label. Nice price, was finally available in the US, so I upgraded that, and I think I already did sell my reissue. 1987. I would like to get the Low of Music, but that's okay. This is the one of the ones I really wanted to get. I'm so happy that this is now in my grips. Yeah, this is the kind of, let's get it over here. This is the kind of avant-garde that I think most people can get behind, where it's like truly otherworldly and strange, but grounded in sort of folk tradition or African tradition. And that's kind of what he was really going for. Loa High-Tech Corporation. Roberto Muschi. I finally upgraded third time's a charm, Life Tones for a reason. I've had the reissue since it came out, and 2 different times I bought originals that turned out to be reissues, and finally this turned up in the US. The prices on these have been super fair. I haven't overpaid for anything, thankfully. Not this time. I overpaid for other things. But if you don't know, Charles Bullen of This Heat's one-off dub and sort of far-out dub, sort of like it could be on the On You Sound label, but this is on Tone of Life Records with Julius Samuel doing most of the percussion and keyboards. Yeah, I mean, people got duped. I mean, it should be pretty obvious when you see Light in the Attic and not Tone of Life. It's a reproduction of the label, but if you don't have this, the reissue is, I believe, in print or definitely available. You really should get it. It sort of combines world music, a little bit of electro, and African sounds to dub a special record, Life Tones. We all know this one. You saw I was selling this. I upgraded to a cleaner original thanks to Alex Moderick 24/7. He gave me a fair price on this, and I took the money I made from the downgraded version and put it towards this, so that was awesome. German original, Can Iggy Bimyasi, first pressing United Artists. And the insert's cleaner, the sleeve is better, and the record was better. It was a definite upgrade. The poster is very rare. I don't think that's ever going to be seen. But this is the original inner sleeve, which of course I'm not going to use. Why would I do that? Why would I put the record in this? No. However, Alex, being another mensch, gave me some original artwork. Thank you, Alex. That will stay with this record always. I really appreciate that. And it actually helps having this insert because it's sort of a thinner sleeve, so there it is. Candy Bimyasi, gotta have a nice copy of that. Speaking of Alex, we were discussing upgrading this record. I believe he ended up buying a copy, and Angry Mom had a nicer copy of the Marble Index by Nico, her second album, but really the first one in the style that she would sort of play with for a few years, which is sort of very dark and direct, harmonium. Nico singing in harmonium, produced by John Cale, but all music by Nico. I had a VG copy of this on Elektra, and so I was able to upgrade it. I gave George, owner of Angry Mom, the VG copy, and he gave me a nice price on the upgrade. So on Elektra from '68, this one along with Desert Shore are not for everyone, but I think truly go into a territory that is uniquely her own and great. You know, not always easy to listen to. These are late night records. But happy to upgrade that. And the last upgrade, I've talked about my quest for the black Tacoma label, getting original black labels, the first labels of Tacoma specifically. Not the later black and gold label, not the orange label. But I upgraded my Buck of White, which was a different cover. Maybe a better cover in a way, or different. I upgraded the Buck of White to the original first release. This I got from a very unique seller. I'm hoping to talk with this guy more. We made a deal on the side. Mississippi Blues Volume 1, Bucka White, great bluesman, very unique voice, on Tacoma. So like I said, they reissued it in a different sleeve, a white sleeve with an orange label. And some of the Tacoma has inserts, but this is the inserts on the back, talking all about Mr. the Man. This is from 1965, so one of Fahey's earlier records. And there it is, the coveted, for me anyway, black Tacoma label. Bucka White. Those are my upgrades. Those are my new records. That's what I wanted to discuss on this installment. I don't know what my next video is going to be. I always like to finish with that, but I do want to start talking about the WFMU Record Fair and talk about ideas, who might be joining me there, places to hang. I think it could be a giant VC meet, so I'm really looking forward to it. In any case, hope you enjoyed those. I'll speak with you soon.